We're taught to believe that wealth should be linear. Always growing. Always moving upward. But nature doesn't work that way, and neither does life. In nature, nothing blooms all year long. Trees lose their leaves. Soil rests. Water freezes. And then, eventually, everything begins again. What if your financial life followed a similar rhythm? What if money, like all forms of energy, moves through seasons, each with a purpose, a gift, and a teaching? When we start to understand wealth not as a straight line but as a cycle, we stop resisting the quiet moments. We stop panicking in slow seasons. We learn to trust, to pace, and to align with deeper rhythms of prosperity. Let's walk through the 4 seasons of money. And let's explore what each one has to offer, not just practically, but energetically, emotionally, and spiritually. Spring, planting seeds of wealth. Spring is the season of ideas, of vision, of beginnings. In your financial life, spring is when you begin planting the seeds of future wealth. It might look like starting a new business or side project, learning about investing for the first time, budgeting after years of avoidance, journaling about your ideal financial future, taking a leap into something new. Even if it's small, spring energy is hopeful, but also tender. There's excitement, but not much proof yet. That's where faith comes in. In this season, your job is not to rush results. It's to plant with intention. To water your ideas with consistency. To protect your focus from frost, the doubts, the outside opinions, the desire for instant results. Spring reminds us, you don't have to harvest today. You just have to plant. Summer, growth, work, and energy exchange. Summer in your financial life is when you're in action. There's momentum. Your ideas are in motion. This is the season of work, energy exchange, and visible growth. Maybe your income is rising. Your investments are compounding, your project is gaining traction. You're being recognized. Opportunities are opening. It's tempting to believe this season will last forever. But nature tells us otherwise. Summer teaches you 2 key things: work with the sun. Don't burn yourself in it. Know your pace. Respect your energy. Build, but don't exploit yourself in the process. Enjoy what's blooming without gripping it. Celebrate progress, but don't make growth your identity. Keep it sacred. Summer asks, can you hold abundance without rushing? Can you work with joy and rest with trust? Because fall is coming next, and your relationship with letting go will be tested. Autumn, harvest, release, and evaluation. Autumn is the season of harvest. This is where you gather the results of your effort. You cash in, you celebrate, you reflect. It's also the time to take stock of what worked, what didn't, and what needs pruning. Just like trees release their leaves, autumn invites you to shed what is no longer aligned. Financially, this could look like closing a business that no longer serves your deeper values, ending subscriptions or expenses that are draining you, setting new financial boundaries, letting go of strategies that aren't sustainable. Autumn is powerful, but it's bittersweet. Letting go of what once felt good can be hard, but nature shows us, releasing is not failure. It's preparation. Without letting go, there is no space for rest. No clarity for new vision. The energy of autumn whispers, you're allowed to change. You're allowed to refine. You're allowed to walk away from wealth that no longer feels like truth. Winter, rest, integration, and invisible growth. Winter is the season most people resist, especially in the world of money. When things slow down, or income pauses, or growth feels invisible, we often panic, but winter is not the absence of life. It's the space where life deepens, roots grow in the dark. Seeds rest in the soil. Vision becomes sharper in stillness. Financially, winter may look like taking time off work to realign, pausing investments or spending, sitting with uncertainty without forcing new action, reflecting deeply on your values and priorities, resetting systems that have grown chaotic. In winter, nothing blooms, and that's not a problem. That's sacred. The modern world glorifies non-stop productivity, but true wealth honors cycles. If you can learn to respect your financial winters, You will make wiser decisions in every season. You'll stop mistaking stillness for stagnation. You'll begin to trust that quiet seasons are not the death of abundance, but its preparation. Moving with, not against the cycle. Here's the truth most financial systems ignore: you are not a machine. Your wealth is not a machine, you are an ecosystem. And ecosystems thrive through balance, rhythm, and flow. When you try to be in summer all the time, always productive, always scaling, you burn out. When you rush past spring, you plant without intention. When you fear autumn, you cling to things that need to be released. When you resist winter, you miss your chance to reset and rise with deeper clarity. Money, like all things, responds best to harmony. It doesn't want to be forced. It wants to be understood. So the invitation is this: notice your financial season, honor where you are without judgment. Sometimes it needs patience, sometimes it needs pruning, sometimes it needs celebration, sometimes it needs nothing at all. This is ethical wealth, not because it follows a rule book, but because it follows life itself. Final thoughts: seasons within, seasons around. You may even notice that your financial seasons don't only follow your personal rhythm, they often echo the collective. There are global winters, cultural summers, economic springs, and instead of fighting these bigger patterns, we can learn to dance with them, to observe without fear, to act when the time is ripe, and to rest when life calls us inward, because true wealth isn't just measured in numbers, it's measured in alignment, in rhythm, in your ability to feel what time it is in your life, and respond with grace. So whether you are in a bloom or a pause, whether your finances are rising or resting, trust the cycle, and stay close to the wisdom of nature, because she has always known the way. Thank you for being here. If this message resonated, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, may your wealth flow with rhythm, not resistance.